Y'all greetings, family. Blessed love. Hope all is well with the item. Hope all is good. You know what I mean? In the name of the Most High, Yahweh, the Savior, Yeshua. Blessed love to everyone. Just want to show, that still let some people have some real bad, ignorant thoughts when it comes down to black people. And when it comes down to Abba and Africa, there are some real negative thoughts. I'm not going to play the whole of this video, but this is a sister, basically. She's a writer, and listen to what the European reporter interviewer asks her. Yeah, so just want you to see that because trust me, it's like kind of crazy, you know? Yeah, right, we play.
Welcome to Tunacheki's Africa Trending News.
Est-ce que vos livres... do people read your books in Nigeria?
They do, shockingly.
Tout à fait.
They do.
Est-ce qu'il y a
So she asks her, do people read your books in Nigeria? What's she indicating? You see how racist that is? That is so disrespectful. Wait, done. Watch.
There are bookshops in Nigeria.
Je vois. You know, I think it reflects very.
So she asks her, are there bookshops in Nigeria? That's the question I asked her. You know what I mean? But I love the way they sister just shut her down. Yeah? Watch this.
Poorly on French people that you have to ask me that question. I really do. Because, I mean... Welcome to Tunacheki's Africa Trending News.
Est-ce que vos livres... do people read your books in Nigeria?
They do, shockingly.
Tout à fait.
They do.
Est-ce qu'il y a des librairies? There are bookshops in Nigeria.
Je vois. You know, I think it reflects very poorly on French people that you have to ask me that question. I really do. Because, I mean... Because I think surely, I mean, it's 2018. You know, I mean, come on. My books are read in Nigeria. They're studied in schools, actually not just Nigeria, across the continent of Africa. And it means a lot to me because obviously I'm very grateful to be read everywhere in the world, but there's something about being read by the people about whom you write. And some of my writing, the people who sort of made stage plays of some of the stories in Nigeria. When I wrote Half of a Yellow Sun.
Okay, so like basically, it's a good look at interview. You can catch it differently. I got the full interview differently elsewhere, but I wanted to just touch on the ignorance of what that reporter said, like, and probably these questions that people are asking in the audience. But what kind of question you're gonna ask that? You know, to show you like people really have that Charles Darwin mentality, eugenics mentality of us as a people. You know, they really think that we're afraid of an animal we can't read. We've been reading to Europe, people. Seeing? And we've been reading to Europe. Seeing? Know that. Do your research. Don't take my advice for it. Trust me on that. I don't think there's a parlin still. But that's what racism is. See, in the Middle Ages, yeah, there were no racism, and there were black people here in Europe, living here in Europe, long time, monarchies too, long time doing things, educating people, Moors, educating people, building universities, you know what I mean? You know, at one time, certain Europeans weren't cleanliness on certain things, but it was the Moors and the black people them showed them. But you see, when they came out with slavery, they had to do everything to annihilate the existence of a people and the vibes of us as a people, the essence of us as a people. They had to prove that we are slaves. So they now take us from we being the first humans to bring us to a third of a human. And that is why we are in distress right now on the planet Earth, because the things that were done And the stereotypes that were put out have never been rectified. Never been rectified. Every race has been, we've been unjust through the world. At some point or another, this stuff has been rectified. Us as Nubian people, who've had to go through chattel slavery. You know, people want to talk about slavery's, everybody went through slavery. But only black people went through chattel slavery. Yeah, we was chattel like animals and downgraded as animals. And that's why you have people like that will still have that mentality, because they come from the colonialist mentality and believe all that stuff that has to change. Peace, family.